What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Petersen Deep Dives. My name is Patrick at the Petersen Automotive Museum, and today we have one of my favorite cars of all time, personal favorites, the 2006 Ford GT. We're going to talk about the history of the car, how it came about, and what makes this so unique to every other car that came out in this era. Let's get into it, shall we? So the original Ford GT40 was so well remembered and had such an incredible legacy that Ford decided to bring it back over 40 years later. In the 1995 North American International Auto Show, Ford would bring something that would shock the entire automotive world, the 1995 Ford GT90 concept car. That was so well received that Ford decided, hey, let's put some actual R&D behind this concept. And then in 2002, they revealed the 2002 Ford GT40 concept. It didn't look too much different than this, except one major thing. It was called the Ford GT40, while this today is known as the Ford GT. So after the car was finished racing in the 1960s, Ford would sell the trademark to a company, which would sell it to another company, which would sell it to another company. And then Ford wanted it back when they were building this vehicle. So they came to the current holder of the trademark of the GT40 name, and they said, hey, we'd love to buy it off of you. We got this new cool supercar coming out. What do you want for it? Those negotiations did not go well at all. What Ford ended up doing is they'd lop off the 40 from the name, and then Ford GT was here to stay, and it makes more sense considering this is no longer 40 inches from the ground, it's about 44. So this car's design process was done in-house at Ford as an homage to the previous 1960s. They brought the classic body lines of the original GT40 back, but modernized it for a new audience. The most previous version of a road-going Ford GT was 1967's Mark III Ford GT40. We actually have one on display here, fun fact. They use the same V8 mid-engine configuration. Mind you, this is a 5.4 liter with a supercharger slapped on top. The interior looks very much like the previous one. We have the grommeting seats, not much to offer as far as creature comfort goes. You get AC, you get a radio, but that's just about it. Just like the original Mark III did. So when this car came out in 2005, this was considered the inexpensive option. The supercar market was getting really popular and busy in there. You had your Lamborghini Gallardos, you had your Ferrari F430s, your Maserati Gran Turismos, your Aston Martin DB9s. It was a very busy category of car to be in. But then the Ford GT did all of what they could do, same horsepower figure at 500, at half the price. This car went for a cool 150 grand, while the other cars were going for around $200,000 to $300,000. With a 0 to 60 time of 3.3 seconds, and a top speed of around 205 miles an hour for half the price. So personally, I believe the Ford GT40 is one of my favorite cars of all time. One of the first cars that got me into being a car guy. I mean, 2005, the Ferrari F430, that's the first car that got me into cars, and that opened up the entire world, and this was the next car on the list. The Ford GT, and here it is right next to me in all of its glory. So thank you very much for watching another episode of Deep Dives here at the Petersen YouTube channel. My name was Patrick. Thank you so much. Be sure to like and subscribe, give us a follow. If there's a vehicle in our collection that you'd like to see featured, please let us know in the comments down below. Thank you so much again for watching. Have a good rest of your day.